How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. My name, of course, is System Z, and this is episode 5. Can you believe it? It is already episode 5, and today we are hopefully going to finish the cabin. In the last episode, we worked on the facade, and it looks great. Oh, geez. Okay. Hello, friend. I'm just down here getting a little bit of resources. You know, I really don't have anything to my name. I'm trying to play the game a little too slow. But we're on episode 5 already. I need to have Fortune 3 at least. Oh, geez. Okay. Yep. See? I'm getting much better. I remember how it was in day 1. Oh, geez. We were just not doing that great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue exploring and just try and find a little bit of diamonds so that I can do an enchantment and all that good stuff. And then we will go up to the surface and actually get started with the episode. But I just wanted to welcome everybody. Hello. If you enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up, all that good stuff. I'll see you in just one moment. If you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel and help me make videos in the future, consider becoming a member where you'll be invited to my Minecraft and Discord servers, as well as have a chance to help me with new videos through exclusive community posts. Click the join button below for more information, and also thank you to those of you who have become a member since my last video. It's my diamonds and I want it now. Oh, sorry. Don't you just love this field? I absolutely love looking out at places like this because it has so much potential for building. I'm already envisioning a nice rustling city all up in this area, and it's just going to be great. I got 4 diamonds, by the way, and the Strat CD, which is super cool. We're going to try and get Fortune real quick. I hope you don't mind. And I could have gotten more diamonds, but honestly, I just don't really like getting diamonds until I have Fortune because, you know, at that point, I'm just losing potential diamonds. And we definitely do not want that. But I'm not going to lie, if I could get Silk Touch, that would be cool as well. So it looks like Efficiency 5 is at least, or at least 4 is at least what we're getting. Come on, Fortune 3 or Silk Touch, please. No, it's the same thing. I guess I could combine them. But that's still no fun. Oh, that's such a bummer. But wait, I've got the perfect idea. You see, I actually did this to another pickaxe and got the same exact result. So theoretically, I could do this to get another diamond to have another chance, but I have to get enough levels first. Fortunately, I do have some furnaces and I could at least get them going. So hopefully we can get enough XP out of this alone. So I'm gonna try and get enough to do another pickaxe. And while we're waiting on all of the enchantment stuff, this is where we last left off with the lovely cabin project. As you know, we built this facade in the last episode, and it looks like a lot of you really like it. I'm glad to have inspired some of you with this design because it is super cool, and I'm really excited to live in it. And hopefully today, we'll actually have the full shell designed because as you can see, I've actually managed to go around and build the outline of what exactly I want for the shape of this house. And my idea is that over here we're going to have another porch, much like this one, that leads to the back where we're going to have our farms. On this side, we're going to have a brick furnace. So that means we're going to have to get some brick. And I do know where some clay is over in the village, so I'm really quickly going to go over there to grab some, but I have a feeling we're going to need a little bit more. You know, I've got to say, when you play the game with horses and different forms of travel like this and taking it really slow, it's much more enjoyable. Every time I played a Let's Play before, I would always rush right in and get right into the building, and it just kind of takes over, and it gets really boring really quickly. But when you play the game like you're supposed to, it's really fun. So if you're one of those players who likes to rush through things, I really recommend you take a moment to slow down because trust me, it's worth it. That was not worth the travel though. 16 clay? Are you kidding me? We're gonna need a lot more of that if we want some bricks. So I guess I need to go and kind of follow the river and get the clay from the river. It looks like there's some here. So I guess this is my life for the next probably 4 hours, considering I need a good amount of brick. I'll see you on the other side. So I'm incredibly impatient, and yet again, we will tune back into this in a moment. So now we've not only got to tune back into the enchanting, but also the clay. But I figured, you know what, we don't really need the brick this moment anyways, and we just really need to wait for it to smelt. So we should actually be able to go ahead and get started now. So I've got a bunch of resources here. As you can see, we've got plenty of dark oak now to complete this project, or at least we should, I hope, because if not, I'm going to be very sad. I've chopped down a lot of trees and I really don't want to keep doing it. As you can see, we got a good amount here, and I'm basically going to go around the entire house and do exactly as I did on the front, and eventually we will blend in some spruce wood with it. So hopefully we're able to do this in a nice timely fashion, and this is a very boring part, so I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and bring up the walls, and I guess I'll show you once I've done that. Just enjoying some steak here, admiring my work, and as you can see, the wall has been properly built up now. Now what I want to do is go ahead and create the A-frame right here, because the way I want this cabin to be is for the main building, the actual main surface area in the interior, to be this rectangle. This part is really going to act like an extension, so this is why this roof is like this, whereas this roof is going to be stairs, and it's going to bring it up a little bit higher. I'm doing this so that hopefully we can create some more space here for a second floor. Now what I want to do for the outside, for the paneling, is use planks, and I think that should look very, very good. It should contrast really well with all of the blocks that we've already used. This is a really, really cool cabin design, and I cannot wait to show you the final product. So this is going to be very, very exciting. Now all I really need to do is get started on the actual roof here. It's going to be a little tedious, but you'll get the idea. We're basically going to do this exact same thing on both sides. And like I said, the brick chimney is going to be over there. So now we've just got to get the roof going. And hopefully after that, we'll really see this place starting to come together. All right, we have made some really, really good progress here. As you can see, I've officially made the entire roof. I've got to admit, I feel like it's missing a little bit, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. I really like what I've done here where I've separated these two faces. I think that's very true to the cabin look, and it's going to look really, really cool. The next thing we need to do is essentially build another porch, but this time it's not going to look exactly like this, but it will have similar components. Instead, we're going to use campfires to actually build an overhang instead of make it the actual flooring, and that should look very, very cool. I wanted to incorporate both ways of using it because I thought it would look cool if we did both. Now, I gotta admit, there's just something about this roof, though, that's very bland to me. And I was looking at the roof from this angle over here, and I decided that we should add a window in this corner here. I think if we do that, then it will definitely fix the problem I'm having. And so that leads me to kind of a tip, I guess a building tip of the day. If you've got two different rectangles that make up a house like this, or we've got the main rectangle here and then this extension, where they connect, it's going to be very boring in one of these corners, and the best thing you can do is add windows and different features on the roof. In some cases, you could even add a tower or a bell tower or even a window, like I'm saying. Basically, those together will add it all together, and once we add this chimney, it's going to look really, really good. So now that we've got so many different things kind of going at once, I'm going to go chop some trees because we need more dark oak. In the meantime, let's get this chimney going. Again, I am incredibly impatient, so hopefully these bricks will be enough because I do not want to wait for the rest of them. And as you can see, we now have 30 levels, so we should be able... Oh. Whoops. We should be able to do the pickaxe here in a little bit. We'll definitely do that. I'm not too worried about it now, but I do need to make some campfires. So let's grab a little bit of coal, and I think we have enough. We're going to need about 4. So there we go. I also need some jungle wood, and I think I got some if I'm not mistaken. But I may not have. At least there's a jungle nearby. I know there's some over here, though. We could use that, but that's probably not going to be enough. I just need them for trap doors, but I'll worry about that here in just a moment. What I want to go ahead and do is get these bricks placed. Now, I'm going to do a very, very simple chimney design. When you have something big like this, it's really hard to make one that's organic and flows. So this one's just going to be a 2x2 tower that goes up. Very simple. Very, very simple. And I guess we're going to do it probably about here. It's not going to be centered, but that's fine. We don't need it to be centered. So I'm going to stack it all the way up, and hopefully we have enough, because if we don't, I will be pretty sad. But I guess I could just wait on the others. I just don't like waiting. I'm very impatient. It looks like we're going to barely have enough. In fact, we're probably not even going to have enough. Darn it. No! So close! Alright, while that's cooking, let's go ahead and make our way to the jungle just so we can get a little bit of jungle wood. And in the meantime, I want to talk to you guys about a very special project. So, as you remember, we found this fish pond that looks, well, just like a fish, and I had a really cool idea for it. Obviously, I already mentioned putting the names of the members who support my channel in the form of a fish and having them actually float in the river, but I had another idea. I would like to build a very small village here, but nothing like a normal village. It would mainly be dedicated to fishermen, so there would probably only be like 3 to 4 different buildings. We'd have a farmer, of course the fisherman, and then probably some sort of place to make it look like boats are made or even fishing rods are made, some sort of manufacturing building, and then a shipment building as well. I'd like to know what you think about that. I want to start that very soon as well. I'm probably going to be live streaming the process of actually fixing this lake because that's going to be a lot of work, too much to do on camera. But if we can do it during a live stream, then that would be very cool. And also, shout out to everybody who was at my recent live stream. We had about 900 people there, which is an absolute new record, and that is absolutely insane. And to those of you who may ask, I don't really have a live stream schedule. I don't really stream much anymore, so it really is random. If you don't want to miss it, then make sure to turn on notifications so that you're alerted whenever I go live or even upload a video. You don't want to miss it, trust me. Alright, so I'm still waiting for some of them to cook because we are going to need 4 brick walls, but for now we can actually go ahead and get the campfires in place. Ow, jeez. Now this is one of my favorite ways to make chimneys because it looks really good. You simply do the brick and surround it with the jungle trapdoors, and it just goes really well together. I definitely recommend giving this a try. And then after that, you can go ahead and place some brick walls on it, and it actually blends even better, and the smoke is able to travel through it, so it's super good looking and super awesome. I love the fact that we've gotten campfires in the game because of the particles. It just makes the world feel so much more awake, and I absolutely love it for that reason. So I think we're pretty much done on this side. All we need to do now is get the brick walls placed on it, and then of course we can also go ahead and build this little window over here. It burns and I cannot see, but let's go ahead and place the walls. There we go. We are looking good. And as you can see, the particles are going through them. So all this does is carries the brick over to the top. That way it doesn't look like it just cuts off. A very good chimney for an awesome looking cabin. I think this is a fantastic accessory. And like I said, the particles make it feel a little bit more alive and lived in. So that is super cool. All we need to do now is place the window and then of course get this side porch built. But first, it's bedtime. Hello, pupper. Can I please get... Oh, okay, he says yes. I can get the resources for the glass. There we go. We actually only really need 1, so we're just going to grab that there. So this should be very easy to build, but very effective. Whenever you add windows like this, it actually makes the place look really good. I just need to figure out exactly where I'm placing it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to place it about here. So we're going to have the actual window here. And then that means we're going to need to get the dark oak in that format. We're basically just going to build a square. So that shouldn't be too hard. I think we need to do that there, and then of course do that, and we're good to go. And then of course strip it. Hopefully our axe doesn't go away. Oh man, I can feel it. It's like nearly there. I think we've got 5 more uses out of it, which is not good at all because I don't have that many diamonds. And then of course we just need to get the... Oh, I'm not even gonna be able to do this without breaking this. How many do we have now? 4. Oh geez, hopefully we can get through this without having to break much. But yeah, we basically just need to do this and build it up properly, and hopefully after we've done that, it will look good. Totally did not need to place that. I really don't want to lose this pick just by doing this. I mean, I'm going to lose it anyways, but... Alright, hopefully we can do this without having to break anything else, because I do want to complete it. Alright, let's see how we go. We got to break this one. I guess we could just use our hands. It's really not that big of a problem or anything. There we go. Looking good. Looking fantastic. We'll go ahead and use it to save time. Because like I said, I'm impatient. There we go. And... Oh, man. I think there's 1 use on it. But Oh. Yep, there it is. Okay. Well, we officially did it. We broke our axe. But it looks good. And, well, it almost looks good. There we go. So just like that, we have ourselves a wonderful window that goes perfectly with this cabin. All we need to do now is get a nice little angle to view it, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It provides the perfect balance for the build, And there it is. And it ties the colors in from below very well. I was thinking about expanding it by 1 block, but honestly, I really like it there. I might even do some on the back side as well. I don't really have enough space to do one there, but I think right there it looks super, super cool. So let me know what you think of that down in the comments below. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and get all of the little details done. And in the meantime, we're going to do the enchantment stuff, and then I'll show you the final product for the ending of the episode. You know, if there's any block that we need in Minecraft, it should be a workstation that allows you to essentially decraft items, but you wouldn't get all of it back. For example, I would only get 1 diamond out of this diamond pickaxe and a stick, or 2 diamonds, and that's it. I just feel like it would be really cool for the times that we have extra, resources for things that we would like to have the diamonds for otherwise. But we can go ahead and get our enchantment. All I want is a Fortune 3 or Silk Touch, and hopefully it will be able to give it to me. Because it seems like with my luck, it's a ritual. I always go through a couple of bad picks, and then the perfect one for me shows its face. And this one's going to be an efficiency 3, which is not good. But we did get Fortune 2, and that's a start. So that'll at least allow us to get a little bit better diamonds. And of course, we can also mix it with that one to get an even better enchant. Which reminds me, we actually do... Wait, would that actually do it? I guess it would. Maybe not. I think you have to have 4. Yeah, you know what? We'll do it anyways. So that means we're gonna need to build an anvil unless they changed it. I know there's a new block for doing this kind of stuff. I think it's the grindstone, but I believe we should still be able to use an anvil to combine them. But we're gonna need to place it in the enchantment area. There we go, and hopefully we can get a nice pickaxe out of these. A little expensive though, geez. There we go. But that's fine, I can just fight mobs. So at least they're combined, we get unbreaking with it, and once we find Fortune 3, we can combine it with that as well, or even Fortune 2, and we would be good to go. So that is at least one step towards financial security. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the cabin in 100% completion status. Well, not quite. I obviously still need to do the interior and of course the gardening around the back, but as you can see, it is 100% complete from the outside. I think it looks super, super cool. You can see what I've done with this side porch. Basically the same thing. However, I also used the campfire blocks on the top to create the overhang. I think this looks super, super cool, and I'm very excited to actually live in it. But of course, I've got to divide the interior inside, because if we go in there right now, it's a little bit bland. But you can see there's a lot of room. We've got a lot of different possibilities, and I'm super, super excited. I haven't added these windows yet. I don't know if I will, but I will definitely see. I've got to see what the interior plan is going to look like first. But if we go out here, you can see I've got the iron bars with the lanterns. I think this looks super cool. I'm not a big fan of the under texture of the campfire blocks, but you know what? It is perfectly fine, because I probably won't really look up at that too often anyways. But I think it looks really, really cool, and it leads me around back. We've got this window here with the shutters. This is where the farm is going to be. I've just got to do some landscaping to clean it up a little bit, and I think it's going to be super, super awesome. I also added a window over on this side. I do plan on doing some stuff over here. This is probably where I'm going to move the cart, and we're also probably going to put some storage for the farm, because I've got some really, really cool ideas for that. We're probably going to tinker around with that in the next episode. But more than that, I hope that next episode we're actually able to go to the Nether, because we really need to get into the brewing stage of Minecraft. It's already going to be episode 6 when we do that, and that seems like the perfect amount of time to wait to go to the Nether. But anyways, that is going to do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. My name, of course, has been System Z. Thank you so much to everybody for watching, and hello to everybody at the premiere. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you to all the people who super chatted and all that good stuff and became members, of course. But that's going to do it. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.